binding, network adapter software to a boot disk, and you're just going, holy moly, I've been through so much, and you learn so much along the way. But, at each one of those kind of points in time, it's just tools in your toolbox. And so it's understanding those tools. It's what you do with those tools that ultimately then, is it helping you work more efficiently and effectively? Is it something that, you're just wasting a lot of time on? And so, I really look at it and I say, it's just, but to me, it's just like education. Education's a tool in your toolbox too. It's up to you what you do with it. And so every single day I look at it and I say, my motivation is how can I help, our client base, as well as, even within my own context of my own day job. I want to work smarter, better every day. And thinking about what I have in front of me, how can I leverage that, to be more efficient, more effective?
Well, you couldn't get a better definition of someone who's always creating value, who's thinking like that. It's you must. I don't know about you. I write a lot. I speak nowhere near as much as you speak, but we wake up in the morning. Or I make up in the morning, and I'll have snippets of information that is got to be put someplace. And it's something I've got to learn or something I've got to talk about. It sounds like you're kind of right on the same track there. That you wake up in the morning and before breakfast you already wrote an article or you've put together a presentation.
And I recognize there's a fine line between being kind of passionate, engaged, and being tortured by it. So I always look at it and say, I'm always mindful, I'm always aware, but again, to me, it's deeply satisfying when you find, when you discover something, you learn something, and over time, I think you just do enough reps on this stuff. I think you really start to, you absolutely come to a place where you're able to distinguish between those things that are kind of amusing, maybe even silly, will never really gain traction, versus those things that really have some real potential and might deserve a much closer look, and keep a watchful eye on it, see if it's going to evolve into something that could be impactful. And so I think about, so I spend a lot of my days thinking about not only what's here and now and what are the tools that we should absolutely be putting in place, advising our clients on, making certain that we're taking full advantage of, but what's just around the next corner. The 12 to 24 month horizon to me is really kind of what I'm most often kind of focused on or spending my time pondering. And what are the developments in terms of what's coming? And that could be anything even from a business perspective as well as from our personal lives. I mean, one of the things that I've spent a fair amount of time kind of focused on in the last few years is just battery and electric motor technology that winds up in electric vehicles. And you say, well, that's what is it? What does that have? Well, it's going to help us all be more responsible citizens, but more importantly, I think there's just some great technology that's really concentrating right now in that space. And so you talk about where's innovation happening. I'm always kind of trying to understand where's the most innovation going on. And I have an opportunity to join a few other colleagues each year to attend the Consumer Electronics Show. And that's where we see a lot of this stuff. And, you see even kind of the theme or the focus of the show change over the years. And so, as I said, I start fresh each year, and even thinking about how that show has evolved over the years, and how is, what I'm seeing in terms of technology, how can we bring that back, into our lives, personal, because let's face it, there's not near as much separation from our personal versus our professional lives. I mean, we're carrying, as you said, the smart mobile device in our pocket all day long, computer in our pocket. We're constantly connected to the internet. We're constantly checking our work email, even after the day is over for many of us. So, it's really about saying, how can we bring about just a better life or lifestyle for each of us? And, technology is just at the core, at the center of all of that.